What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Slingin Dirt Media. We're here in the shop again with Justin Clark. So hopefully you just watched the Facebook version. Now we're going to get into a little more of Justin outside the race card. Justin, tell me about yourself.
I'm 24.
24, okay. I like long walks on the beach.
Not married yet. But,
okay,
you know, maybe one day.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I like racing. I like going in circles. And
Do you get dizzy much?
No.
No. Okay.
No. We'll keep that part under the radar. But I don't know. I just a kid wanted to race, and here I am.
So when did you know? What age? When did you start? Hey, I want to race. I want to do something.
I don't know. I was 3 months old.
3 months old? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was at Daytona, and then I don't know. Probably been around racing my whole life. So I started racing when I was 9. 2006.
Did some go-kart stuff.
Did some go-kart stuff.
Okay.
I did that for 12 years. Had a lot of success in that, and you know, I think it affects my mom more than anything. She, that's her thing.
So moms eat up with the bug too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go racing.
Not the race car bug so much,
Okay.
but definitely the go-kart stuff. But I'm trying to get her to like it a little bit more. But you know, we did the go-kart thing for 12 years, and you know, I enjoyed it. You know, I don't want to say I got burned out. I just wasn't having as much fun, and you know, it was time to try to move up, try something different. Actually,
so this is where you landed, straight from go-karts to this.
Actually, I did drive mini sprint twice, and you know, I did that, and then I was like, you know, I want to try something a little bit bigger.
Right.
You know, I didn't do very good in the mini sprint, but I had fun. And I enjoyed it. It was something different. So I figured, you know, it's time to jump into something different and see how I can do in it. So
was there ever any thought, was it always open wheel? Is that where you knew you wanted to be from go-kart, or did you think about, well, maybe a modified or a street stock, or no late model action, just straight to, we're going to open wheel and open wheel only?
You know, there was, at first talk, we was going to get a crate late model, but then I talked to a few people, and you know, I heard how much the shock part of that stuff was, and you know, kind of steered away from that.
Right.
Then we talked about getting modified, and you know, that probably about the same cost of a crate, let alone a super.
Yeah.
So you know, I went to the Chili Bowl about 6 years ago, and you know, I was there hanging out with one of my buddies, and you know, he's worked for Keith Coons and them, and drove for them, and
successful team.
Yep, very successful. And you know, I talked to a guy, and he asked me what I did, and I told him, and he told me if I ever really wanted to have a name for myself in racing, then I needed to race sprint cars.
This is where you need to be.
So you know, I think later that year, me, mom, and dad went and looked at something, and we pulled in, and mom's first initial thought was, "No, we're leaving. Just turn around. We're backing out. We're not doing this.
This ain't happening."
All she's seen was a trailer. She didn't even see nothing else. She just seen the trailer. She's like, "We're backing out. We're done." So me and Dad proceeded to go in and look at everything, and you know, we thought we was getting a pretty good deal. So we came back out and told Mom we was going to come back and get everything.
No kidding.
So
trailer included.
Trailer, everything.
So Mom's like, no,
she wasn't very happy, but you know, I think she likes it now.
Yeah, moms sometimes they get over it, sometimes they don't. So you had a pretty successful season last year.
Yeah. It'd be kind of hard to top last year.
Yeah.
First person in
but I guess
50.
that's kind of always the goal, and try to always do a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better.
That's the plan, you know.
Something like
that's
that.
always the plan. It's kind of hard to have 2 good years in a row. You know, usually have a good year and then you fall off. But you know, we've had a pretty good start to this year. You know, last year we got 17 wins. We got 6 right now, so we've got a little ways to go on that part.
Little ways to go, but I'm sure the schedule's getting full, huh?
Yeah, we're working on filling it in. Now, as far as like points racing and stuff, I think I'm leading points in Ohio stuff right now. After last weekend, I believe we should be probably top 20 in national points, so we got a long way to go on that deal. But you know, we're gonna put our heads down and see what we can catch up on.
You can get after it.
Yeah,
get after it. So back to Justin outside the car. What's Justin like driving down the road? What do you do for a living?
I work for Dustin Weber.
Okay. I know the name. Yeah, I know the guy.
We do like door hangers, like welcome to our home or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of works out for me.
That's pretty close, I hear, right?
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes from the shop, so it makes it nice. So I get off work, I can come over here and work on stuff. And it allows me a lot to go racing and stuff, so that's nice.
Yeah. It's nice when your employer is involved in racing, because I have a employer that's involved heavily in racing, so he gets my schedule, and he's pretty cool with it, pretty cool about it. So we got to shoot a big shout out to Joe Lane Sons Plumbing for that.
Yep. I've done that since late last year, so that makes it nice as far as like I didn't really do much racing this winter, but it's made it nice as far this year. So
right. So most of your travel time, that's just to and from the races. You ain't traveling to and from work much. You're just traveling to races. So what kind of music you listen to?
Whatever.
Nothing set in stone. What kind of preset stations you got? You got some country. You got some rock and roll.
A
little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Are you a radio guy, or do you listen to your music?
I listen to my playlist. I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah. Playlist, yeah.
So whatever I like. If I do listen to the radio, whatever songs I like, I'll add them to my playlist and then I'll listen to them later.
Yeah, I don't do much in the morning. I find myself I'll do some radio in the morning just because I want to know what the traffic's like on my way to work because I got to deal with traffic.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that much. We live down in Beachmont, and it's pretty well a pretty straight shot. Yeah. Either you're going to hit traffic or you're not.
Right.
That and you don't know how many red lights you're going to get. So. Other than that, I work, go in the shop, work for a few hours, go home,
repeat,
go watch a movie with my girlfriend or my roommates, and I play a little video games and go to bed and do it all over again.
Now, tell me, let's talk about a race last year. I know you had an exciting, busy night at Moeller last year. Let's talk about that. That's kind of exciting. I know I'm going to kick that thing over.
That's exciting, embarrassing. That's not very fun.
But the outcome was pretty good at the end of the night.
Yeah. We went out in hot laps, and I thought I missed the hole going into 3. Well, obviously, I didn't. And
but you weren't the only one,
right? I did it, and then the guy behind me did it. But I went in the corner and I started to bounce, and I ended up flipping. And my plan was to get it fixed and go back out there. But after surveying the damage, it broke the frame. So we busted 25 minutes up the road and came home and got my other car, which wasn't ready. So we had to bust tail and get that thing done.
Did you guys work on it here? Or did you get back to track and then work on it?
We did a lot here and then finished it up at the track. We got there and missed the heat race. So we had to tag tail the feature. Didn't know if the motor was going to run. I hadn't ran that car in a month. So we got there and didn't run in the feature, but we still drove up second, which is still a good points night.
Sure.
Definitely made it exciting for the people that was watching. So they didn't really know.
I thought you won that race.
No, I ran second. I didn't win. I got close.
Still pretty good for a car that was sitting at home and had no expectation of being at the racetrack. Come home and get it, and then take it and ran second.
Yeah, that was very exciting. Never want to do that again.
No, you're probably not going to have that opportunity again. Well, I guess if you're a Moeller, you would. But
yeah, we went there a few weeks ago, and that
was a good night.
Yeah, that was a good night. We won. But before we left, I made sure and got my other car ready.
Just in case.
I wanted to have it ready just in case. So all I had to do was come home and get it. So.
Right.
But
so what's next on your plate?
We got Atomic this Saturday, and then I think the following weekend we'll race at 35. And then the 8th and 9th we'll go to Lernerville, then go back to Atomic. And at the end of July, I've got a 3-day deal in Pennsylvania with a pretty good payday for a 3-day event. It's good overall points, and I look forward to that. And,
now this is all the IMCA points.
Right. Yeah, okay. That's all we're racing for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So
this tell me a little bit of difference. I know numbers. What's the big difference? The 305s and the 410s.
Motor and rear end.
Motor and rear end.
And we don't have wing sliders, which is about the only difference really.
Okay.
So it's basically you pull your motor out, pull your rear end, put a 410 rear end in it, put a wing slider on it, and you can go 410 racing.
Yeah.
Now is
that something that can be done a short amount of time, or is that a pretty big deal?
If you got everything preset, ready to go, it's probably maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour.
Maybe probably less.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I know front ends can be changed on these things fairly quickly.
if you have a pit crew, yes.
Yes.
If it's usually just me and mom, then
If
it's
you
probably
gotta
not
get out
gonna
and do
get.
it now.
It probably is not gonna get changed.
Yeah.
So that'd be
I've seen it done this year. Front ends changed under a yellow flag. And it's like,
yeah, I think most of the World of
That's
Outlaw guys
crazy.
take minute 30 seconds.
yeah, yeah.
So
Some of the USEC guys too. We've seen a couple changes at Lawrenceburg
yeah.
on their USEC midget week, and it was like, man, it's insane. It just blows my mind that stuff's getting done this quick and how easy it is.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. There ain't really much to these things. If you wreck, it's pretty well everything.
Right.
But,
I've had a couple other guys, sprint car guys, tell me there's not much to them. I've been getting that from them.
yeah, I mean they don't take long to put them together, but it don't take much to either tear them apart.
So, do you look to? Are you wanting to stay 305, or is there ever is the 4 moving up? Is moving to a 410? Is that considered moving up?
I don't think I really want to go past 410s on dirt. I don't really care for asphalt. I mean, I'd like. I mean, if the opportunity came, I'd probably take it.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, I'm having fun doing this, and
Right.
I'm looking forward to.
So this is what
finishing
you're
here.
good with, and this is what you're comfortable with.
Right. I enjoy the 410 stuff too. It's just it's kind of like starting all over again.
Yeah.
It's like riding a bike on these. So
Yeah.
when you come back to these, it kind of feels like you're going snail speed.
Okay. So would it be, or a guy that doesn't know, like me, is that something equivalent to like maybe a super late model and a crate late model? Something like that, maybe?
Probably. I
Okay.
would
Good
guess.
analogy, maybe?
I don't know how much horse a crate pushes,
Yeah.
but I know like ours is like 450.
Oh, okay.
And then a 410 motor is like 950.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So quite a bit.
That's pretty.
It's a pretty big jump.
That's pretty close. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the crate late models are not far off that, or right around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That puts it in perspective.
yeah, about 600 horse. So when you jump into these and you jump
Yes.
at a 410, it's quite a big difference in the
Yeah.
pedal.
For sure.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning a lot about these things, man. They're wicked. Haven't really been around them that much. I mean, kind of in this area, I just kind of always grew up, going to Florence or Moeller or Eldora, and for the most part, it was always late models. But I've never steered away from, hey, a good race is a good race. I don't care if it's wheelbarrows. If it's a good race, I want to see it.
Actually, like last year, I went and watched the King's Royal one night, and out of all my years going Eldora, I had never seen a sprint car go around Eldora, and I
Really?
raced sprint cars.
Yeah.
So that was cool to go up there, and I actually didn't even get to see anything because it rained out. But
Right.
I was there.
Yeah.
But maybe one day we'll get to race there.
I went there one time. I was helping a buddy out with the modified. Had no idea. He's like, "Man, I'll pay your way in and just help me out." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." He didn't know there was a World of Outlaw sprint car show that night. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I walk up to the fence there in the infield, and man, these things go buzzing by, and I'm like, "What the heck was that?" That was pretty wild.
Yeah, you don't really know how fast you're going until you see a video.
I'm telling you, it's a different experience seeing that happening.
Yeah, I know, like, you don't really know how close to the wall you are
Right.
until you hit it.
Till you hit it.
Yeah.
Now, tell me this. Is it definitely one of those things where the closer you are to the wall, when you hit it, it doesn't hurt as bad because the farther away from the wall you are, and then you hit it, it gives you more time to hit it? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with how much throttle you have when you hit it.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
what
have-
angle you hit it.
If you don't have much throttle when you hit it, it's probably going to tear some stuff up. But if
Yeah.
you got a little bit of wheel spin, usually sometimes you get lucky and bounce off of it. Or if not, then you usually junk a right rear wheel.
Yeah.
So,
We were talking about good races. I still to this day, I think probably one of the best races I ever seen was a stock car race, and just happened to be at Eldora. It was during like one of the preludes when they had the NASCAR drivers driving late models years ago, and it was like a intermission thing, and they were running their stock car feature. Everybody's getting up and going to concession and beer stands or whatever, and me and my buddy Josh are watching this race. It's like, these people don't realize that what they're not watching. This is the best race all night, and it's probably one of the best races I've ever seen. It was pretty spectacular. I mean, those guys did a great job.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of times, you know, a lot of people come to watch the bigger races, but you know, a lot of lower classes really put on a lot of good racing, and you know, they don't really get noticed.
Right.
So, um, you know, like us usually, you know, we race atomic, and sometimes we're the last class, and
Yeah.
I think last time I won there, I was celebrating. I looked in the stands, and there was like 3 people, and I was like, "Woohoo!"
5 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was having fun.
Yeah, you still celebrating.
Yep, still
So
win.
you like atomic?
Yeah, that's probably my track.
Your
It's,
track. Fits your style.
It definitely fits my style. You know, you're wide open.
Yeah.
Just, you know, keeping the car straight. You know, you got to push it to the limit.
Right.
And this year we did that. I think last time we was there, we set track record there. So for the 305s, and you know, it was pretty cool. I've been trying to beat that for a few years,
Right.
and I think we beat it by like 2-3 tenths. So that was pretty cool.
Okay. Now, I don't know because I've never turned laps at either. But to me, as a fan, it looks like Eldora and Atomic, very similar style driving, just a smaller version of it.
Yeah, I can't really answer that because I've never raced at Eldora other than on Xbox,
Yeah.
but or iRacing. But you
Right.
know, that's definitely a bucket list track for me. I've raced on a lot of pretty cool tracks that I've always wanted to, and
Right.
had pretty good success at them as well.
Yeah. So Eldora even got a race? Got something scheduled there this year? No.
Nope, not this year. So
Okay.
maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
We'll just see what happens.
Okay. What about Lawrenceburg? Do they have any 305 races over there either?
No, you know, as much as I'd love to race there, we just have. I don't want to say we've had trouble getting races scheduled there.
Yeah.
But we've had trouble getting races scheduled
okay.
there.
Okay.
So, maybe one day we'll get lucky and get to go back.
Things will
and,
line up and.
yeah, that's pretty. Not want to say it's close to home, but it's not that far. So.
Yeah. So from home, what you probably got? What is there? Half a dozen tracks within 2 hours, maybe.
That I race at.
Or you can race at maybe 2.
Moeller and Atomic.
And this year maybe Florence. I hear.
Yeah, we'll race at Florence July 30th, so it'll be the end of July. The only other track I race at would be 35. So yeah, there ain't a whole lot. You know, I'm kind of down here in late model modified country.
You're in late model modified country out here, man.
So it makes it kind of hard. You know, we got to travel, but you know, we did that in go-karts, so it's nothing new.
Now, where did you race the go-karts at?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So you didn't just like go to what's the Lawrenceburg has a little go-kart track.
I actually had only raced there ever once. Until it was 2008, we raced there once, and we never went back. You know, usually me and Mom would be like, "Where do we want to go?" And I'd say, "We're going to North Carolina," and she said, "All right." So we get in the truck and go down to North Carolina and race go-kart. And
was there big paydays in go-karts?
Way better than car racing, I can tell you that.
Really?
Definitely takes a lot to do it too. You got to have a lot of tires, and just the only part that really like sucked about go-karts, I don't want to say sucked, but you know, made it tough was tires and tire prep.
I have heard that tires is the biggest thing and the most time-consuming thing on those things.
Yeah, I was ready to get away from that, and I was really surprised in how many people didn't question me when I got in the sprint car that if I was prepping tires.
Right.
Which I haven't. I'd rather work to get the car better than touch my tires. But you know, I miss a lot of the things about the go-karts. You know, we used to go to Mississippi when I first started and spend Thanksgiving down there and race, and then we go to Georgia and race at Carnesville. I definitely made a lot of good friendships doing that, and I still keep in contact with some people. It's cool to a lot of them keep up with me now. So, every now and then we'll do it. Little E opens back up this year. I'm sure we'll go back up there and tear it up.
So we are we're pretty central Brown County, right?
Right.
Where did you go to school at?
I was homeschooled.
You was homeschooled?
I went to school until 8th grade, and then I was homeschooled 8th grade until I graduated.
Okay. So up until the 8th grade, did you go to Hammersville?
Yep.
The reason I ask is I went to Western Brown, graduated from first grade all the way through 12. I went to Western Brown. So our high school was blended. Because Hammersville didn't have a high school, so all their kids bused or whatever and came to Mount Orb, and that's where we all went to school together. So it's like I grew up out here in Brown County and knew a lot of the area and stuff, and had a lot of friends and stuff that got together in high school, and some were from Hammersville and stuff. I'm like, man, where are some of these guys at now? So I was like, well, I didn't know where you ended up going to school at, or
I would have went to Western Brown, yeah.
Okay.
And, it's pretty close too. So
yeah. So how far is Mount Orb from you here? That's probably
15, 20 minutes. Maybe.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
Yeah, it ain't that bad. Okay. Well, I don't know. It might take you 25. I don't know how everybody else drives, but it takes me a good 15 minutes. Or 15 minutes.
I was thinking that on the way here. It's like, man, I was dead set on. I figured I'm coming to here. I'm turning left or right, and I'm going to be pretty close. Not at all what I was expecting on my GPS.
Right. Yeah. It's not that bad of a drive. The most dreaded thing around here is 32. So.
Oh my God. Yeah, Batavia 32. It's a nightmare. Eastgate. God, it was like that when I was a teenager, and it's not getting any better.
Yeah, it ain't really too bad of roads going around here. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah. Did you play any sports?
I tried.
You tried.
I tried. I wasn't very good. I'm not very coordinated, so I'm good at turning the wheel and mashing the gas. But other than that, not very good.
Throttle masher.
Yeah, can't run, can't walk, can't throw a basketball, can't throw a football.
I was watching a movie last night, and it was a coaching movie, and the assistant basketball coach was introducing his daughter to somebody and said, "This is my athletic daughter." He said, "She's so athletic she could fall over while playing checkers." I'm like, man, that's pretty athletic right there.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
So there wasn't no baseball, no football, or
I did
stuff like that?
Baseball and basketball.
Okay.
Like I said, I tried.
You was on the team.
I tried. I was on the team. I didn't play much, but I was on the team.
Right.
It was the thought that counted, I think.
Hey, you're a team player.
Yeah. I'm where I needed to be. I got my grandpa watching over me. He used to race, so
okay.
Now he rides with me every race. So
good deal.
Just hope I'm making him proud.
Right. Absolutely, I'm sure. Tell us about your sponsors. Who do you got to thank for the season?
I think Worldwide Friends, Simpson Race Products, Walker Front Filtration, Hoosier Sugar Daddy, Adam Johnson Companies, Turn 3 Gang, True Form Race Products, Finish Line Paint and Drywall, Teal Moon Creations, my work, Bennick Enterprises, Maxim Racing, Dennis Nailen. He's definitely got my motors running pretty good this year, so right. I'm pretty thankful for that. And
that's always a plus.
Yeah. Usually, if your motor runs good, it's gonna be a good night. So.
And crew, is it just you, mom, and dad?
Actually, me, mom, and Brandon Clay, and then my girlfriend when she's able to go. And
she good at the tear offs? She get the.
I don't let anybody do my tear offs.
Nobody does the tear offs. That's your job.
that's my job.
Okay.
If I put them on wrong, it's on me.
It's on you.
Or if I rip them all off, it's on me.
Right.
So, it's usually just me at home, in the shop. Mom and dad, they'll wash the trailer through the week, and then my girlfriend gets a day off, and we'll come over and we'll clean the body on the car. And other than that, I do all the maintenance and get everything ready. So.
Well, it sounds like you got a pretty decent program, and whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah.
Coming off a national championship, it's working.
Yeah, it works pretty good. I definitely wish we could have a little more, friends a little closer. We don't really live close to anyone, so
right.
And I'm just thankful for the family that I have that can come help me when they can.
Right. The important things.
Yep.
Good
Family
deal.
first.
All right. Well, Justin, we're going to wrap things up, man. I appreciate you having us, man. I think this has been a pretty good episode, and loved hearing some of your stuff and how you got started and where you came from. And, man, wish you best of luck and hope you get another championship.
Yeah, that's the plan. I appreciate you having me. And maybe later down the road, win a national title, you can come back and talk to me.
Absolutely. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks, folks. We hope you enjoyed. If I can talk right, man, I'm struggling tonight. So I hope you liked this episode with Justin Clark and checking out his 305 Sprint. And maybe you'll check him out at the racetrack sometime this summer. Check out the schedules: Moeller Raceway Park, Florence Speedway, Atomic Speedway, and I'm sure he'll be at one of those sometime soon. We'll see you then. Thanks.